The headlines first. Guardians of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Avasiya Vidyalaya students denounces attempt to shift from Kumbi Central High School to Laingobi. Fast Track Court Number 1 Manipur sentences men to 10 years rigorous imprisonment for sexually assaulting minor. Hello, a very good afternoon, and you're watching Istv English News. I'm Priyalakshmi Langpoklakpam. Now the news in detail. Guardians of students studying at Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Avasiya Vidyalaya or NSCBAV has announced that they are prepared to pull out their students from NSCBAV if attempts are made to shift the campus from Kumbi Central High School to Laingobi School, which is located in a vulnerable peripheral area in Kumbi AC. The Guardians, along with SMDC members, organized a press meet at Kumbi Central High School to denounce and refute the reports being spread to defame NSCVAV, which is a residential school founded under Samagra Shiksha program, Bishnupur. During the press meet, the Guardians pointed out that it would be risky and problematic to shift back to Laingobi School, the original location, as it is at a vulnerable region, considering the present unrest in the state.
Magi kukudimatiki laga sida tamabani sida chhatra singchi magan gi habeki motadi tobigenu school si langabi de tamasu kumbi de tamasu samana akoigedi mafam du katang nungai taba akoi ria zone habi damakta kana chomda hongalapani sida akoina karisu khana nungai taba leite tabotabu school tamase mafam madu de tamadadi akoina angang na bije akoina thaba che akoina kije bai tare thaje ningdraba sida kumbi de tamagedi akoida shanti oiba ade akoi sama school lan chela ga laibani na mafam dum thajin bai base wakan nungai de bako adunani aduna mana hagiba wadu kadigino habadu akoigi ayaba yaudina guardian sing ayaba yaudina mana harako guardian saraga habadudi amagano habidakanu hain madonda senuk pikiro wana kona media thongda haijari
Laingobi da laita gadi isa ni si ron chang maga samane hauji present situation ni maram moraga aduna kumbi da laibase akhoi present parents sing gi oina di yamna phare haijani.
Speaking to media, SMDC member Languljam Suresh Maitei intimated that the SMDC has the DC ZEO Zone 4 and MLA of Kumbi as its chairman, member secretary and member respectively. He said NSCBAV was temporarily shifted to Kumbi Central High School to ensure the students' education is not interrupted after they could not go to the school owing to the unrest. He maintained that the efforts of the MLA, DC and other authorities had yields positive results for the students, with 100% pass percentage had recently declared class 10 examination. But the momentum was disrupted after Kumanthem Khelendro, who claims to be the lane donor of the school, filed several cases disturbing the classes. SMDC member Languljam Suresh, however, said that the lane is actually registered to one Chongkham Sarad and alleged that Kumanthem Khelendro posed as the land donor with fabricated land records. He said amid the situation, the school has been conducting the classes in concern for the students following an order from the High Court. He then appealed to those concerned to stop tarnishing the school with wrong allegations and not to disrupt the academic atmosphere.
Hariba mafam asida angang singse career mangdanabagi class tawbu sida leijare suk yam wana angang singse career singsibu mangan biya de aidana wana honajadana ngasi fawbada kogi fooding gi amadi lodging na singbase honorable masamakna hakthengna laktana yengsinbira matungda magi suk yam da sengna chumna tawriba sida makoina privatize tawba politics tangi adu ada haidana sumaina phattaba mongda sandokpirakpasi yam nungaite.
A fast-track court number 1 in Manipur has sentenced a man to 10 years of rigorous imprisonment along with a fine of rupees 1 lakh for sexually assaulting a minor girl. The verdict was pronounced by the special judge of fast-track court number 1 Manipur, R.K. Memcha. The convict has been identified as Mohammad Abdul Rahman, alias Ibomcha, aged 22, son of Abdul Manal, resident of Kwakta Kuman Mayai Laikai, Ward number 4, under Moirang Police Station. On June 28, the court, after finding sufficient evidence against the accused under Section 4 of the POCSO Act 2012, held a hearing to pronounce the sentence. During the hearing, the special public prosecutor stated that the accused had committed a heinous crime by sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl. The court noted that such crimes are serious offences that deeply violate the dignity of the victim, especially when committed against children, and hence deserve strict punishment. At the time of conviction, the accused was 37 years old. He had been living with his father, aged 82-year-old, and he has gotten married since 2014 and has 4 children. He worked in various jobs and also ran a stall in Churachandpur while staying with his family. The defense counsel argued for a minimum sentence, considering that Muhammad Abdul Rahman had already been in custody from November 17, 2013 to May 2014. A prayer was made to the court under Section 428 or CRPC to count this custody period towards the total sentence. After considering both the prosecution and defense arguments, the court sentenced Muhammad Abdul Rahman to 10 years of rigorous imprisonment. Additionally, he was fined ₹1 lakh. The court ruled that if he fails to pay the fine, he would undergo an additional 1 year of simple imprisonment. Furthermore, acknowledging the trauma suffered by the victim and the need for her rehabilitation and treatment, the court ordered that a compensation of ₹4 lakh be provided to the victim by the state government from the Victim Compensation Fund. Following the order issued on July 22 by Deputy Commissioner Thoubal Hena Kamei for removal of illegal encroachments on public places by 30th of this month, a team of District Police led by Additional SP Thoubal had begun eviction of illegal structures along Thoubal Athokpam Arong River banks using JCB machines. Meanwhile, encroachers along Thoubal Mela Ground Lamkhai Yaripok Stretch had begun removing their encroached structures prior to the eviction. The DC also conducted a spot inspection of the eviction drive. Speaker of the Manipur Legislative Assembly Thokchom Satyabrata today inaugurated a newly developed health and fitness center within the Manipur Legislative Assembly complex today. The center, which currently includes a badminton court and a table tennis court, aims to provide physical and mental relaxation for the staffs of the Assembly Secretariat. The inaugural ceremony was attended by MLA Asabuddin, Assembly Secretary Rohit Shapam and other senior officials of the Secretariat. Addressing the gathering, Speaker T.A. Satyabrata highlighted the importance of maintaining both physical and mental well-being amidst the demanding nature of office work. He praised the Secretariat staff for their active role in the construction of the centre. He also announced plans to further expand the facility with the addition of a fully equipped fitness gym in the near future. Manipur State Rural Livelihoods Mission Thoubal organized a closing ceremony for cluster level convergence Mela today for Wangjing, Tentha, Lilong and Thoubal city block, which had commenced on July 28 at 4 locations. The Convergent Mela was conducted under PRI CBO Convergence Project in collaboration with District Administration Thoubal along with 6 VLFs of Charangpat and Wangkhem Gram Panchayats. The closing ceremony held at Lamjau Hiden Laira Community Hall was attended by Deputy Commissioner Thoubal Hena Kamei, Adaksha Jila Parishad Thoubal K.A. Sobha, District Mission Manager MSR LM Rajkumari Nikita, Jila Parishad Charangpat, Japan Saugrakbam, Block Development Officer Lilong Kiromani Huirongbam, Chairperson Wangkhem Gram Panchayat Asem Madhuchandra and Chairperson Charangpat Gram Panchayat Joy Chand Sagolsem as the Presidium members. Inaugurating the stalls of various line departments and VLFs, DC Thoubal Hena Kamei appealed the locals to avail benefits of the different government schemes through the Convergence Mela and added that the district administration will continue taking up measures for the welfare of the people.
Certificate and other department government focus house to house, every household every beneficiary deserving beneficiary government program officers further explain the officials government district administration along with the coordination and cooperation of different functionaries of the government. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯔꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯖꯔꯒꯦ.
Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO Northeastern Space Application Centre NESAC in collaboration with Manipur Remote Sensing Application Centre MASIC and Indian Institute of Information Technology Manipur IIITM organised the second Space Day celebration with the theme Aryabhata to Gaganyaan, Ancient Wisdom to Infinite Possibilities at Hotel Imphal today. The event saw the presence of students from different schools with Planning Director Dr. R.K. Radheshana, DOS SF Scientist NESAC Dr. Victor Saikhom, NESAC DOS Head GSD M. Somorjit, DTDI DOS ISRO Headquarter, Assistant Director Dr. B. Raghu, Registrar IIITM Dr. Kesorjit as its main guests. A students' quiz competition was organized as part of the program. Director R.K. Radhisana stated that the program was organized to raise awareness about the nation's space sector among the students.
While planning any project, any development project, maybe health, education or any other, so we need to submit some gap analysis report based on the space. So currently this practice is to be done by Jat Ahmedabad. All these things may be done by our NARSEC in the state of Manipur.
Following the suspension of their pen-down strike over long-standing demands, the 2018 batch of the Lecturer Association Manipur LAM staged a sit-in protest today at Ima Panthoibi Sanglin Kam Community Hall in the Thangmeiban Maishnam Leikai, demanding the completion of the incomplete regularization process for 603 lecturers. During the protest organized by LAM, several lecturers from the 2018 batch teaching in various higher secondary schools across the hills and valley districts of Manipur participated. Holding placards with various demands, one protesting lecturer stated that they are putting forward their long-pending demands once again as there has been no concrete outcome despite repeated appeals over time. The lecturers highlighted that while students and guardians continue to rely on them for education and guidance, their own professional status remains uncertain and unrecognized by the authorities. They urged the government to acknowledge and act on their legitimate demands based on merit and fairness. The lecturer expressed deep concern over the disruption of students' education, describing it as disheartening. He urged the government to consider the hardships faced by both teachers and students, fulfill their legitimate demands and assured that all forms of protest would be immediately called off, allowing them to promptly resume their duties. In a bid to strengthen food safety compliance, the Food Safety Administration Senapati organized an on-the-spot licensing and registration reach with essential vitamins and minerals. He addressed past rumors about plastic rice, clarifying that what was mistaken for plastic was actually fortified rice. Participants were guided through the FASAI's online portal to complete registrations on the spot. Registration costs 100 rupees per year with an additional 100 rupees per day charge as a late fee for delayed renewals. However, no registration fee is applicable for Anganwadi workers. The department also announced plans to conduct 5 more such awareness and registration programs, particularly targeting market areas. Around 60 food business operators from Kathiko Karong, Kabung Karong, Wako and Mau Karong took part in the program. The district-level Samvidhan Bachao Rashtriya Padayatra rally organized by the Tamenglong District Congress Committee was held at the multi-purpose hall in Longmai Part 3, Noni District Headquarters. The event saw the participation of several Congress leaders including General Secretary Organization of MPCC, Mohammad Wahidur Rahman, Chairman of the Minority Department, MPCC, Mohammad Zakir, President of the Tamenglong District Congress Committee, Adai Faumei, General Secretary of Tamenglong DCC, John Pamei, former MLA, Zay Kikonbao, former Minister Samuel Ziandai Kamei, former ADC Chairman Humla Liabao, former ADC Vice Chairman Zino Kamei and President of the Nungba Block Congress Committee Kachamthai Dangmei. Speaking at the rally, Mohammad Wahidur Rahman accused the BJP regime of destroying democracy and causing a constitutional breakdown. He criticized the BJP for failing to protect minority and marginalized communities and condemned the extension of president's rule in Manipur, calling for the dissolution of the current government and the conduct of fresh elections to restore popular governance. Former MLA Z. Kikhonbo echoed these concerns, stating that justice, liberty and equality have vanished under the BJP rule, and accused the government of violating the constitution by not fulfilling its fundamental duties, including the long-pending ADC and Panchayat elections in hill and valley regions. Former Minister Samuel Jendai Kamai also emphasized the urgent need to dethrone the BJP government in the upcoming elections to safeguard the constitution and democratic values. Mizoram Home Department, under directives from the Union Ministry of Home Affairs, has initiated biometric enrollment of refugees from Myanmar and Bangladesh across the state. According to officials, all deputy commissioners have been instructed to carry out the physical enrollment process in their respective districts. The directive mandates that the process be started before the end of July, with the entire process to be wrapped up within 2 months. In Aizawl district, biometric enrollment began at the refugee camp in Luangwal. Sources said that several other districts have already started the process. The Mizoram government began its biometric enrollment drive for Myanmar refugees in Sirchip district on Wednesday, the first attempt by the state government to issue identification documents to the refugees. The enrollment drive is part of the centre's effort to maintain accurate records of refugees staying in India. Mizoram, which shares border with both Myanmar and Bangladesh, has been hosting thousands of displaced persons fleeing conflict and political unrest in the region. Now, some national news. Both the Houses of Parliament have been adjourned till 2 p.m. amid sloganeering by the opposition members over various issues. When the Rajya Sabha met after the first adjournment at noon, the opposition members again started sloganeering over various issues, demanding a discussion on the special intensive revision of the electoral roll in Bihar. The presiding officer, Ghanshyam Tiwari, tried to run the question hour, but the proceedings were disrupted following the opposition uproar. As the pandemonium continued, the chair adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Earlier, when the Rajya Sabha met at 11 a.m., the House congratulated scientists for the successful launch of Nisar satellite. Deputy Chairman Harivansh said that he has received 28 adjournment notices from different political parties relating to various issues, but the notices were rejected, citing the ruling. After that, the Deputy Chairman adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Earlier, when the Rajya Sabha met, the Deputy Chairman tried to take up 0 hour, but the opposition started sloganeering as the pandemonium continued. The chair adjourned the House till noon. Lok Sabha has also been adjourned till 2 p.m. amid sloganeering by the opposition members over various issues. When the Lok Sabha met at 11 a.m., Lok Sabha Speaker tried to take up question hour, but the opposition members started sloganeering and trooped into the well, following which the House adjourned till 2 p.m. In international news, U.S. President Donald Trump has announced that he has reached a trade agreement with South Korea, which includes a 15% tariff on South Korean exports to the United States. In a statement posted on social media, Trump said that the U.S. had secured a full and complete trade deal with the Republic of Korea, amounting to hundreds of billions of dollars in investments and purchases. According to the agreement, South Korea has agreed to invest $350 billion in U.S. projects selected by Trump, as well as purchase $100 billion worth of liquefied natural gas and other energy products. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung said the deal would put his country on an equal or better footing compared with other countries. The announcement comes just a day before an August 1 deadline for countries to reach agreements with the U.S. or be hit with higher tariffs. South Korea had been facing a 25% levy if it had not struck a deal. Tsunami warnings have been lowered across much of the northern Pacific after a massive earthquake struck off the coast of eastern Russia near the Kamchatka Peninsula yesterday. The quake, one of the most powerful ever recorded in the region, initially triggered widespread alerts in Japan, Russia and Hawaii. Authorities have now downgraded those warnings and no major damage or casualties have been reported so far. However, Chile has raised its tsunami warning to the highest level along most of its Pacific coast and has ordered evacuations as a precaution. Canada is planning to recognize a Palestinian state at the United Nations in September, becoming the third G7 nation to make such an announcement in recent days. However, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney said the decision would depend on key democratic reforms, including the Palestinian Authority holding elections next year without the involvement of Hamas. His comments came just a day after the United Kingdom declared it would recognize a Palestinian state in September unless Israel agrees to a ceasefire and meets other conditions. France made a similar announcement last week. So far, nearly 150 of the 193 United Nations member states formally recognize a Palestinian state. Well, before we end this bulletin, the headlines once again. Guardians of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Avashya Vidyalaya students denounces attempt to shift from Kumbi Central High School to Laingobi. And Fast Track Court Number 1 Manipur sentences men to 10 years rigorous imprisonment for sexually assaulting minor. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great afternoon.